Hello and greetings to everyone. We are going to continue from where we ended last time with decimals. We are going to take 2i conversions. That means how we can change a fraction to a decimal or changing a decimal to a fraction. We're going to take the first one, converting fractions to decimals. You're going to write this down. There are two ways of converting a fraction to a decimal. We take the first way of doing it, method 1. Method 1, the first hyphen, express the fraction as an equivalent fraction whose denominator is a power of 10. That is, the denominator is either 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. That's what it means. Next hyphen, move the decimal point at the numerator a number of places to the left, which is equivalent, and is the same, equivalent to the number of zeros of the power of 10. Number of zeros of the power of 10 at the denominator. Let's take examples on this first method. We take I, we have 7 over 100. We know this will simply be equal to the numerator. We have 7. We're going to write down a 7. we are going to take the decimal point 2 places to the left hand side because the power of 10 at the denominator has 2 zeros. We are going to take it 1, 2, then we fill the gaps with zeros. So this will simply be equal to 0.07. We can express whole numbers with the decimal point. We can write 1 as 1.0, 7 as 7.0. So take note of this. Go now to 2i. We have 3 over 5. This will be equal to, first we need to express the fraction 3 over 5 as a decimal fraction. That means the denominator should be the power of 10. We know 5 times 2 gives us 10. We are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So this will give us 6 over 10, which is simply equal to, 6 over 10 is equal to, we're going to move the decimal point 1 place. This will give us 0.6. Now let's look at in the case where we have a mixed fraction. In a case where we have a mixed fraction, the whole number part, comes before the decimal point, and the fractional part comes after the decimal point. Now let's continue with the examples. If we take 3i, in this case we have a mixed fraction 7 and 1 over 10. This will simply be equal to 7 plus 1 over 10, which is simply equal to 7 plus, we know 1 over 10 gives us 0.1. 7 plus 0.1 will simply be equal to, you're going to replace the whole number part here 0 with a 7. So it gives us 7.1. Or another way of doing it is for us to express the mixed fraction 7 and 1/10 as an improper fraction. 10 times 7 gives us 70 plus 1, 71 all over 10, which is simply equal to, you're going to move the decimal point at the numerator 1 place to the left, 1. So this will give us 7.1, which is the same result. Now let's take the next one, IV. We have 4 and 7 over 50. This will simply be equal to, you can write this as 4 plus 7 over 50. This will be equal to 4 plus 7 over 50. Here we need to express it as a decimal fraction. That means a fraction in which the denominator is a power of 10. We are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 50 times 2 gives us 100. So this will be equal to 4 plus 14 over 100. So this will be equal to 4 plus 14 over 100 will give us, we're going to move the decimal point at the numerator 1 to 0.14. This will simply be equal to, you're going to replace the whole number part 0 with 4.14. This is the answer. Now let's look at the second method, method 2, how we can change a fraction to a decimal number. Method 2, by using long division. Underline long division. It's not the first time we are seeing this. We saw this when we treated the division of natural numbers, division of integers. So by using long division, it is very easy to convert a fraction, to a decimal number. Let's take examples on this. For I, we have to convert a half, 1/2 to a decimal number. By making use of long division, we are going to send out denominator 2, 2 goes out, with our long division sign, 1 comes in. 1 is less than 2, so it simply means the whole number part will be 0. We fix a 0 up here. Next, we are going to fix a decimal point here, then we attach a 0 to 1, which gives us the number 10. 10 is greater than 2. Now we can perform the division. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. We are going to write the 5 up here. Next, we take 5 times 2 gives us 10. We subtract. 10 minus 10 gives us 0. Put dashes here. Such, that means we are ending at this level. Then we conclude, therefore, the fraction a half as a decimal number is simply equal to, we are going to copy what we have up here, 0.5. That's the answer. We go to 2i, we have 3/4. In this case, 4 goes out, 3 comes in. We know 3 is less than 4. Simply means the whole number part will be 0. We fix the decimal point, then we attach a 0 to 3, which gives us 30. 30 is greater than 4. If we take 30 divided by 4, the whole number part will simply be 7. We write the 7 here. 7 times 4 gives us 28. We subtract. 30 minus 28 gives us 2. 2 is less than 4. We are going to attach a 0 to 2 to form the number 20, which simply means we are moving to the second decimal place here. 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. We write the 5 up here. 5 times 4 gives us 20. We subtract. 20 minus 20 gives us 0. That means we are done. Then we conclude, therefore, the fraction 3/4 as a decimal number is equal to, we copy what we have up here, 0.75. You go now to 3i. For 3i, we're going to take a mixed fraction. We have 10 and 1 over 9. We know this is the same as 10 plus 1 over 9. Now we have to convert 1 over 9 to a decimal number. We are going to send out 9. Then we bring in 1. 1 is less than 9. It simply means the whole number part is 0. Fix the decimal point. The dash is 0. Then divide by 9 gives us 1. 1 times 9 gives us 9. If we subtract, 10 minus 9 gives us 1. 1 is less than 9. We attach a 0 for the second decimal place. 10 divided by 9 gives us 1. 1 times 9, 9. Subtract again, gives us 1. 1 is less than 9. We attach a 0 for the third decimal place. 10 divided by 9 gives us 1. 1 times 9, 9. We subtract, gives us 1. So you see that this one is non-terminating, continuous. That means you can do this from today to the day you leave this world. You will never arrive an end. So I'll put 3 dots here, indicating that it continues. Simply means fraction 1 over 9 is equal to 0.1111, or any 3 dots as such, which indicates that the digit 1 repeats, it continues. If you take the fraction 10 and 1 over 9, it is simply equal to 10 plus 0.111 with 3 dots, which is simply equal to, we're going to replace the whole number part near 0 with 10. 10.1111 with the 3 dots. So this will be the result. We go now to B, which is converting decimals to fractions. That means you can be given a decimal number for you to convert that decimal number to a fraction. Write this down: to convert a decimal to fraction, follow the steps below. Follow the steps below. The first one, it says count the number of decimal places in the given decimal number. When we talk about the decimal places, that means the number of digits after the decimal point to the right hand side. Next says ignore the decimal point in the given decimal number. To obtain a whole number. The next hyphen says divide the whole number, means the number you obtain without the decimal point after ignoring the decimal point. Divide the whole number by a power of 10, which has, the power of 10 has the number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in the given decimal number. So after doing this, you obtain a decimal fraction. Write this in bracket, which is a decimal fraction. And the final result, obtain a fraction in which the denominator is power of 10. Now let's take example. Those express the following decimal, decimals as fractions. For E we have 0.25. For B we have 3.02. For C we have 20.717. Take solution. E we have 0.25. So we are going to apply the steps. The first one says we should count the number of decimal places in a given decimal number. So counting the number of decimal places in 0.25, we simply have 2 decimal places. The next point says ignore the decimal point in the given decimal number to obtain a whole number. This will equal to, if we ignore the decimal point, that means we are going to obtain 0.25, and 0.25 is the same as 25. Such. The next says divide the whole number, this 25, by a power of 10, which has a number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in a given decimal number. We are going to divide by a power of 10, which has 2 zeros. That means 1 with 2 zeros, 100. So this will give us 25 over 100, of which we can simplify. This will be equal to, we know the HCF of 25 and 100 is 25. 25 divided by 25 gives us 1. 100 divided by 25 gives us 4. So this will simply be equal to 1 quarter. Going out to B, we have 3.02. Count the number of decimal places, we have 1, 2. We're going to ignore the decimal point, so give us 302. Next, we divide by 1 with 2 zeros, since we have 2 decimal places. This will give us 302 over 100. Next, we can simplify. We know the HCF of 302 and 100 is 2. 302 divided by 2 gives us 151 all over 100 divided by 2 gives us 50. We can express this as a mixed fraction. You see that the numerator 151 is bigger than the denominator. 151 divided by 50 gives us a whole number part of 3, remainder 1. This will give us 3 and 1 over 50. We go to C, we have 20.717. First, we are going to count the number of decimal places. We have 1, 2, 3. Next, we ignore the decimal point. This will give us 20,717 all over. Next, we are going to divide by power of 10, which has the number of zeros, which is equal to the number of decimal places. It means 1 with 1, 2, 3 zeros. So this will simply give us 20,717 over 1000, which is an improper fraction. We can change this to the mixed fraction. So this will give us one number part of 20 and a remainder of 717 over 1000. So our answer will simply be 20 and 717 over 1000. We are going to take these exercises for application. For question 1, it says express the following fractions as decimals. For A, we have the fraction 8 over 100. B, we have the fraction 3 over 20. C, we have the fraction 4 and 1/3. Z, we have the fraction 19 and 2 over 7. For E, we have the fraction 6 over 11. We go to question 2. It says express the following decimals as fractions. The first one, E, we have 0.75. B, we have 41.02. C, we have 0.00004. Z, we have 2146.025. And lastly, E, we have 121 0.01999. We're going to take solution and answer the exercise of application. We start from question 1. For A, we are to express the following fractions. We are to express the fraction 8 whole over 100 as a decimal. We know this will simply be equal to, we are going to move the decimal point 1, 2. So this will give us 0.08. We go now to B. For B, we have 3 by 20. For B here, we know if we take 20 times 2, 20 times 5, it gives us 100. We are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 5. And this will give us 15 over 100. 15 over 100 is simply equal to, we're going to move the decimal point 1 to 0.15. We go now to question C. For C, we have 4 and 1/3. We know this is the same as 4 plus 1 over 3. We are going to convert 1/3 to a decimal number. Converting over 3 to decimal number. We are going to make use of the method of long division. You will see that 1 over 3, there is no whole number, such that if you take 3 times that whole number, you obtain a power of 10 at the denominator here. That's why we are making use of the method of long division. We are going to send 3 out to bring in 1. 1 is less than 3, we fix a 0. At the decimal point, we attach a 0 to 10. 10 divided by 3 gives us 3. 3 times 3 gives us 9. Subtract. 10 minus 9 gives us 1. 1 is less than 3. We attach a 0 for the second decimal place. 10 divided by 3 gives us 3. 3 times 3, 9 again. Subtract, gives us 1. 1 is less than 3. We attach a 0 for the third decimal place. 10 divided by 3 gives us 3. 3 times 3, 9. We subtract, gives us 1 again. So you see that it continues. I'll put 3 dots as such. It continues. This will continue giving 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It means that 1 over 3 is equal to 0.333. I'll put 3 dots. That means the digit 3 continues repeating. 4 and 1/3, fraction 4 and 1/3 will simply be equal to 4 plus 0.333, which should be equal to 4 plus 0.333. We're going to replace this 0 here for the whole number part with 4. It gives us 4.333. And I'll put the 3 dots, indicating that the digit 3 continues. And that will be the result. We go now to D. For D, we have 19 and 2 over 7. We know this is the same as 19 plus 2 on 7. Next thing, we have to convert 2 on 7 to decimal numbers. 7 goes out, 2 comes in. 2 is less than 7. We're going to fix a 0 and a decimal point. We attach a 0 here. 20 divided by 7 gives us 2. 2 times 7 gives us 14. We subtract. 20 minus 14 gives us 6. We know 6 is less than 7. So we are going to attach a 0 to 6 to obtain a number 60. 60 is greater than 7. So now we can perform the division. Take 60 divided by 7 gives us 8. Next, if we take 8 times 7 gives us 56. We subtract 60 minus 56 gives us 4. 4 is less than 7. We're going to attach a 0 for the third decimal place. 40 divided by 7 will give us 5. 5 times 7 gives us 35. We subtract, this will give us 5. 5 is less than 7. We are going to attach a 0 for the fourth decimal place. So this will give us 50 divided by 7. And 50 divided by 7 gives us 7. 7 times 7 is equal to 49. Subtract. 50 minus 49 gives us 1. 1 is less than 7. We attach a 0, which gives us 10. For the fifth decimal place, 10 divided by 7 gives us 1. 1 times 7 gives 7. We subtract. 10 minus 7 gives us 3. 3 is less than 7. We attach a 0. It gives us 30. If we divide 30 by 7, it gives us 4. 4 times 7 gives us 28. If you subtract, 30 minus 28 gives us 2. 2 is less than 7. We are going to attach a 0. So you see that it continues. I'll put 3 dots. And I'll put 3 dots here. It simply means fraction 2 over 7 as a decimal number is equal to, I will copy what I have up here, 0.28571 3 dots. These 3 dots here, it simply means these digits 285714, they will repeat again. 19 and 2 over 7 will simply be equal to 19 plus 0.2855714, 3 dots. So this will be equal to the whole number part here 0. We are going to replace it with 19.2855714, the 3 dots. This will be the final answer. We go now to question E. For E, we have 6 over 11. We have to convert 6 over 11 to decimal number. We are going to make use of the method of long division. We are going to send out 11. Bring in 6. 6 is less than 11. We are going to fix a 0 up here. The decimal point down here we add a 0. 60 divided by 11 will give us 5. 5 times 11 gives us 55. If we subtract, 60 minus 55 gives us 5, which is less than 11. We are going to add a 0 to 5 to obtain the number 50 for the second decimal place. 50 divided by 11 gives us 4. 4 times 11 gives us 44. We subtract. 50 minus 44 gives us 6. 6 is less than 11. We attach a 0 for the third decimal place. 60 divided by 11 gives us 5. 5 times 11 gives us 55. We subtract. This will give us 5, which is less than 11. We attach a 0 again. Gives 50. 50 divided by 11 gives us 4. 4 times 11, 44. Subtract, it gives us 6. We are going to attach a 0 to 6 to obtain 60. So you see how it continues. It repeats. Simply means 6 over 11 as a decimal number is equal to 0. I'll put the 3 dots here. Because the repetition continues 0.5454, 2 dots. In this case, you see that 545454 continues, repeats. This will be the result. Next, now we go to question 2. Question 2 says express the following decimals as fractions. Here we have 0.75. This will be equal to, we are going to start by counting the number of decimal places. We have 1, 2. Next, we ignore the decimal point. This will give us 75. Then we divide by a power of 10, which has a number of zeros which are equal to the number of decimal places, 1 with 2 zeros. Next, if we simplify, we know the HCF of 75 and 100 is 25. 75 divided by 25 gives us 3. 100 divided by 25 gives us 4. So this will give us 3/4. Next, we go to B. We have 41.02. This will be equal to, first step, we are going to count the number of decimal places in the number 41.02. If we count the number of decimal places, we have 1, 2. Next, we are going to ignore the decimal point. So this will give us 4,102. Next, we are going to divide by a power of 10 which has 2 zeros, that means 100. This will simply be equal to, we can simplify. We know the HCF of 4,102 and 100 is simply 2. 4,102 divided by 2 gives us 2,051. 100 divided by 2 gives us 50. Next, if we are to express 2051 over 50 as a mixed fraction, if you divide 2051 by 50, the whole number part will simply be 41. Remainder 1 over 50. So this will be the result. We go to question C. We have 0.00004. So this will simply be equal to, we are going to count the number of decimal places. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we are going to ignore the decimal point. If we ignore the decimal point, this will give us 0.00004. 0.004 is the same as 4. So this will be equal to 4 all over. We are going to divide by 1 with 5 zeros. Since the number of decimal places in this number is equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's divide by 1 with 5 zeros, 100,000. Next, we can simplify. We know the HCF of 4 and 100,000 is simply equal to 4. 4 divided by 4 gives us 1. 100,000 divided by 4 gives 25,000. So this will give us 1 all over 25,000. Go now to D. For D we have 2,146.025. We count the number of decimal places in this number. We have 1, 2, 3. We ignore the decimal point. This will give us 2,146,025 all over. We divide by power of 10, which has 3 zeros, by 1,000. The HCF of 2,146,025 and 1,000 is 25. We divide 2,146,025 by 25. It gives us 85,841 all over. Next, we divide 1,000 by 25. We are simply going to obtain 40. This fraction is an improper fraction. We have to convert the improper fraction 85,841 over 40 to a mixed fraction. 85,841 divided by 40 gives us a whole number part of 2,146, remainder 1. This will give us 2,146 and 1 all over 40. We go now to question E. For E, we have 121.01999. This will simply be equal to, we're going to count the number of decimal places first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we are going to ignore the decimal point. This will give us 12,101,999. We are going to divide by a power of 10, which has 5 zeros. That is by 100,000. And this gives us an improper fraction. The next thing, the HCF of 12,101,999 and 100,000 is simply equal to 1. These two numbers, they are relatively prime. Next, now we have to express this fraction as a mixed fraction. If we divide 12,101,999 by 100,000, the whole number part will simply be 121, remainder 1,999. Our final answer will be 121 and 1,999 all over 100,000. This will be the final answer. And we are done with the correction of the exercises. If in case you have any worries, make sure you leave your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.